Hi everyone, welcome back to Learn is Fun with me, Ayesha Rizwan, and today we are diving into something really cool, understanding the difference between modal verbs in a fun and tricky way, two by two comparison style. So let's make English grammar easier together. So before going to the difference, firstly, I want to recap that what modal verbs are. In the last video, I have already taught you in detail. You can go and check, but if you still want like just a short overview, so let me tell you, modal verbs are like special type of verbs that express ability, possibility, permission, or obligation. The most common ones are can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, and ought to. Okay, so here we are going to see the difference between the modal verbs in a 2 by 2 form. Let's start. Firstly, we will start with can and could. Both of these verbs are about ability, but can is used to ask for the present or future abilities. For example, I can swim means you have the ability to swim now or in the future. Okay, now about could. Could, on the other hand, is used for past ability or polite request. For example, I could swim when I was 5, or it can be used in polite request. Could you please pass the salt? So, can we use for the present or future ability and could for the past ability or for more politeness. Okay, let's next we have will and would. Will is all about certainty in the future. For example, I will call you tomorrow means you are sure that you will make that call. Now would we use even the past form of will and is used for more hypothetical situations. For example, I could call you if I had your number. Or it can also express politeness. Would you like some coffee? So, from this point, we got that will we use for the future certainty. For example, you are predicting about the future things you will do. I will call you tomorrow. It means telling about the things you will do in future. And would is about the past, not the future. So it means I would call you if I had your number. So the thing is already finished in the past. I hope you got it. Now next we have may versus might. So moving to may versus might, these two are often confused because they both talk about possibilities. May is used when the possibility is stronger. For example, I may go to the party tonight means there is a chance you will go. Okay. Next we have might, suggest a weaker possibility. For example, I might go to the party tonight. Like it shows that you are less certain about going. So may we use when you are more like no, you are not confused and the possibilities of going is more or possibility of doing something is more and might can be you can do it but it is less possible. Okay, so I think you got that point also. Now shall versus should. Finally, let's talk about shall and should. Shall is quite formal and often used in offers or suggestions, especially in British English. For example, shall we dance? And should is used for advice or expectations. For example, you should study for your exam. It implies like it shows you it's a good idea to prepare for the test. It means you should study for your exam. Now we got from this point that shall we use for formal situation like for offering or giving suggestions. Shall we dance? It means something you are offering or you are suggesting. But here should we use when you have to do something. an advice or you are expecting something. So you should study. It means you are advising or you are expecting. So these are about the modal verbs. So let's summarize the modal verbs so it will be more clear to you. Okay. So we will start with can. Can is for the present ability and could is used for the past ability or for more politeness. Will we use for certainty in the future? You will do that work, okay, in the future. And would we use that if something will happen, we would do it. It means you are talking about the past possibility or more politeness. May we use for stronger possibilities and might we use for weaker. I may come. It means you must come there. And might will be might be you will come. It means less possibility. Next, we have shall for formal suggestions and should for advices. Now, by understanding these differences, you will become more confident in using modal verbs in your everyday conversation. So you can even check my first video and for more details on the modal verbs. So this is part 2, a comparison between the most important modal verbs we use in our daily life. So if you found this useful, helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and subscribe to Learn Ones for more easy to understand lessons. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care. Allah Hafiz.